Another name of water is life. That is why we are going to learn about water more. Assalamu alaikum and very good morning, my dear students. Hope all of you are very fine. Yes, I am also fine. You are thinking, who am I? Well, I am Shashwati Vishramri, science teacher of class 5, Milestone Preparatory KG School, Sector 40. I warmly welcome you all to my today's class. Students, already we have started chapter 3 that is named as Water for Life. From the previous class, you have learned about the importance of water, and then you have learned how does water change its states, and then you got a basic idea about water cycle also. So now I would like to ask you some questions, some related questions from your previous lesson. Are you ready? Students, the first question for you on the board. Yes, what is dew? I know you have learned properly. You could answer. After that, for your betterment, again I am telling the answer. The water drops that form on a cool surface such as grass or leaves at night are called dew. Now, second question is for you. What is condensation? Yes, my dear students, the process by which water changes its state from gaseous to liquid is known as condensation. Water vapor turns into water in the air by cooling. My dear students, so the third and last question for you, and that is, what is evaporation? Yes, my dear, the change of state from liquid to gas is called evaporation. Water turns into water vapor in air by heating. Students, let's enjoy a video clip on the importance of water in the living world.
All the living things need water to survive, to live and grow. In this video, we are going to be looking at the various uses of water. We use water for drinking, cooking, bathing, washing clothes, cleaning, brushing teeth, washing utensils, washing hands, washing vehicles, and swimming. Apart from the domestic purpose, water is being used for farming and industrial purpose as well. Animals also need water to live. Plants need water to grow and survive. Water is a precious natural resource. We should not waste water. Saving water. Turn off the tap while brushing your teeth. Take shorter bath. Wash fruits and vegetables in a bowl of water. Turn off the tap after each use.
My dear students, hope you have enjoyed the video clip very much, and now it's very much clear to you. So let's enjoy another video clip on the changes of states of water in air.
Water in its most common form, as a liquid, covers about 70% of the planet. It also has no taste, smell, or color. Water constantly changes states in nature. In very cold places like the mountains, the water freezes into ice and snow. The sun then warms the frozen water, causing it to melt to liquid water. As the sun continues to heat it, the water begins to evaporate. In warmer places, the sun heats up the water faster, causing the water to evaporate more quickly. The warmer the environment, the quicker the water will evaporate. Heat from the sun warms the water. This turns the liquid water into a gas or water vapor, which rises into the air. This is known as evaporation. As the water vapor moves up higher and higher into the sky, it starts to cool down, turning back into tiny droplets of liquid water. This is known as condensation and is what causes clouds to form. As these droplets of water join together to become bigger drops, they become too heavy to stay in the air and fall back down to earth as rain, hail, or snow. This is known as precipitation. Hail and snow are water as a solid, but they won't stay this way. Once on the ground, they'll eventually warm and melt and turn back into a liquid. This water is then evaporated up by the sun, and this goes on and on.
Students, today we are going to learn about water cycle and then water pollution and then causes of water pollution, then how water pollution harms to us, and then how we can prevent the water pollution. My dear students, before starting our today's discussion, I would like to tell you why should we learn about the water cycle, or why should we learn about the water causes of water pollution or prevention of water pollution. Yes, after this discussion, after today's class, you can understand properly and you can explain what is water cycle, and then you can realize what are the causes of water pollution, and you can determine the processes, the systems, how to prevent water pollution. Students, suppose it's raining, and after rain, there will be puddle on the road. After some time, the puddle will be disappeared. Have you ever thought, where does the water go? Or have you ever thought from where we get the water? Let's find the answer.
First, we should know, where does rainwater go? Yes, some rainwater will be absorbed by soil and becomes groundwater. Then, some rainwater will be evaporated by the heat of the sun. Again, some rainwater will flow to the water bodies, and then it also will be evaporated by the heat of the sun again. So, my dear, as I asked you before, that from where we get water, you know very well, in the very first class you got a very clear idea. After that I am telling, yes, we get water from the natural sources such as rainfall, river or sea. There are some man-made sources also, like lake, pond, which filled up with the rainwater. On the other hand, some other man-made sources like tube oil, well, etc., which we use to take out the groundwater. So, my dear, now you can relate a thing very clearly that, yes, we are getting the water from nature, and again the water is coming back to nature through the different sources. And in this way, water is being cycled from nature to source or source to nature. That is why we are going to learn about water cycle.
From the previous class, you already become to know that there is water in air. Yes, my dear, most of the water of the Earth's surface gets evaporates and turns into water vapor due to the sun heat. After getting sun heat, when water turns into water vapor, then it becomes lighter than air. And then water vapor rises up. And it cools there, and then again the water vapor changes its state into water droplet. And this process is known as condensation. The condensed water droplets accumulate together and form cloud. And when the cloud became heavier, then the cloud came to the earth as rainfall. And again, the rainwater flows to the water bodies on the earth's surface. My dear students, let's enjoy a video clip on water cycle.
The water cycle is the process during which water circulates around the planet through the seas, the land, and the sky. All this happens thanks to solar energy. There are 3 stages in the water cycle that I'll explain along my journey: evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. You can't travel with me, but we'll be in touch through this camera, so you'll be able to see the whole process of the water cycle, alright? Hello, do you copy? Right now, I'm in the sea. This is where the journey begins. Do you see the sun in the sky? The sun is in charge of warming the water, changing it into vapor. Vapor goes up in the sky. This process is called evaporation. Evaporation also happens in rivers, dams, and lakes found on Earth, but to a lesser extent. Brr, it's so cold! Owing to lower temperatures, vapor cools once it goes up in the sky, and it turns into tiny droplets of water that form clouds. This process is called condensation. Droplets come together, they become bigger droplets, and fall on the ground because of gravity. This is how rainfall is produced. If it's even colder, snow or sleet are formed during the same process. We call this precipitation. This is the part I like best. Time to fall back on the ground. Whoa! Here we are again on the ground, and the water cycle starts over. What a day! The water cycle is exhausting. Let's go through what we recorded. The water cycle is the route the water follows over the land surface, changing through different states. The first stage, which we have looked at, is evaporation. This is when water changes into vapor, thanks to sun heat. Water vapor goes up to the sky to form clouds thanks to condensation. When water vapor cools, tiny droplets are formed and they come together for precipitation to happen. That's all about the water cycle. See you around, friends!
My dear students, hope you have enjoyed the video clip very much. You know water is very much essential for the survival of living beings. So we must use the safe water. But nowadays water is getting polluted. Do you know why? Yes, water gets polluted by the human activities. So before knowing the causes of water pollution, first I would like to inform you what is water pollution. Students, water pollution means the contamination of harmful substance into the water. So, due to human activity, harmful substance get contaminated with the water. So now we will learn what are the main causes of water pollution. The first one is the more use of insecticide or pesticide in agriculture. Then second cause is the harmful wastage and the chemicals from the factories that throws into the water bodies. And then the third cause is the wastage or trash from households. And then besides that, bathing kettles or washing clothes into the water bodies. My dear students, let's enjoy a video clip on the causes of water pollution.
Water pollution. Water is one of the most valuable resources provided to us by nature. We use water for so many purposes, and while doing so, we also make water very dirty. Making the water dirty by the addition of substances called pollutants is called water pollution. Let us try to learn more about water pollution and how we can reduce it. Many human and natural activities result in water pollution. Dumping garbage into water bodies is a common cause. Washing clothes, utensils, and bathing animals add dirt and detergents to the water and cause pollution. Untreated waste from factories and sewage from residential areas add toxic chemicals and waste into the water bodies. Water that is washed off from agricultural fields contains large amounts of pesticides and fertilizers that pollute the water of the nearby water bodies. Accidental spillage of oil from oil mining machines into the sea and oil-carrying ships is a growing cause of water pollution in the present times.
We know very well that polluted water is very much harmful for us. Now we will find that what are the harmful effects of water pollution on living world. So my dear, water pollution causes death of aquatic animal. Water pollution causes disruption of water food chain. Not only that, we humans also are affected by water pollution when we take or drink the contaminated water. Then we get the waterborne diseases like as diarrhea, cholera, etc.
Drinking polluted water can cause diseases like typhoid, cholera, and diarrhea. Metals like lead, mercury, and arsenic present in polluted water enter the bodies of aquatic organisms like fishes. When humans drink this water or eat the organisms living in such polluted waters, there is a high risk of lead and mercury poisoning. Arsenic poisoning causes black patches on the skin, and prolonged exposure can even cause cancer. Addition of waste and toxic chemicals to water also raises the temperature of water by many degrees. Rise in temperature alters the life cycle of many aquatic organisms and can even kill the plants and animals living in water.
Hope you have enjoyed the video clip very much, and now the total concept is very clear to you. My dear students, as we have causes of water pollution. So I think now we can prevent the water pollution very easily. What do you think? Yes, let's find the ways to prevent the water pollution. Firstly, we must not use more insecticide or chemical fertilizer in our agricultural area. And then we should not throw the harmful wastage, chemicals or the oils from the factories into the water body. Not only that, we should not throw the household wastage into the nearby ponds, rivers, canals, etc. And we can do another work that if we will pick up all the trashes from the beach, river or canal, then it can help us to keep the water clean. My dear students, let's see how to prevent the water pollution.
Water pollution has serious effects on us and our environment. So, what can be done to reduce it? One very easy way is to educate people to stop dumping garbage, washing clothes, and bathing animals in water bodies like lakes and rivers. Waste from industries and residential areas should be treated and made free from harmful substances before being discharged into water bodies. Use of harmful pesticides and insecticides in agricultural fields must be discouraged. We too should do our duty and avoid wastage of clean water.
You have enjoyed the video clip and now the prevention system or processes are very much clear to you.
Students, you are seeing book page 19. What is in it? Yes, you can see there is an activity. And from this activity, we can prove that air has water. What do we need to do such activity? So we need a bowl of full of ice and then a clear plastic bag. First we will inflate the plastic bag with air, then we will tie the upside and we will hold the plastic bag just above the ice. And after few minutes we can see that there will be some water droplets inside the clear plastic bag. Now you are thinking, I know that you are thinking that from where the water droplets come inside the plastic bag. Yes. Can you remember? First of all, there was air. So when air becomes to the ice and it cools down and the water inside the air, that means the water vapor condensed and become as water droplets. Students, now it is page number 20 in front of you. So, as we have discussed all the things, now we will check that what is in our book page and we will underline some very much important informations from the book. It will help us to revise it further, and it is very much important to get a good preparation, to take a good preparation on fill in the blanks, matching, etc. My dear, in the very first line it is written, we have already known from the experiment that air has water vapor. Yes, my dear, please underline air has water vapor. Then, the definition of water cycle is also written here very clearly. That is, please everyone underline the way the water moves around the Earth as it changes its state is called the water cycle. My dear, now another important information is there. Please underline. Tiny droplets accumulate and form clouds. Then large water droplets fall back to the earth as rainfall. In Arctic countries, snow also falls from cloud to the earth. Then water absorbed into the ground becomes groundwater. So my dear, that was from page 20. Now we are going to page 21. Yes, it is in front of you. My dear students, water pollution is the addition of harmful substances to water. Please underline. And the next line also. Water pollution is harmful for living things. Then, water pollution is mainly caused by human activity. Yes, my dear. Then, you can underline bathing cattle and washing clothes in the river or pond also caused water pollution. Yes. Then you can underline water pollution causes death of aquatic animals and disruption of water food chains. Very good. Then the last line from effect of water pollution, they get waterborne diseases such as diarrhea or cholera. My dear students, now we are going to underline we can prevent water pollution by reducing the use of pesticides and chemical fertilizers in agriculture. Yes, my dear. Then you can underline we should not throw trash into ponds, rivers, lakes or seas. My dear, now you can underline the last one. Picking up trash at beach, river or canal helps keeping water clean. Hope all of you underlined the important informations. Dear students, before discussing the related short question answer, I would like to tell you the meanings of some difficult words. Yes, the chart is in front of you. First of all, cycle. Cycle means a series of events that are regularly repeated in the same order. Groundwater. Yes, the water which is present under the ground. Pollution. Pollution means contamination of harmful things to anything. Insecticide. Yes, my dear. It is a substance that we use for killing the insect. Pesticide. It is a substance that is used for killing pests. Chemical fertilizer. The fertilizer that is produced in factory through different chemical reaction. Waterborne diseases. The diseases caused by polluted water, such as diarrhea, cholera. Then disruption. It means disturbance which interrupt an event or process.
So my dear students, now we will discuss the short question answer that is very much related to our today's discussion. So the first short question answer. What is water cycle? Can you tell? Yes, I hope so. So the way that water moves around the earth's surface as it changes its states is called water cycle. Now students, the second question for you. What is water pollution? Yes, the contamination of harmful substance with the water is called water pollution. Polluted water is very much harmful for us. And what are the causes of water pollution? Yes, water gets polluted due to human activities. So, the causes of water pollution are given below, like the uses of insecticide and chemical fertilizer in the agriculture, then the wastage from the factories that is thrown into the water body, and then if we will throw the household wastage into the water body, and then if we will bath the cattle or wash our clothes in the water body. My dear students, now next question for you, and that is, what are the effects of polluted water on the environment? Water pollution affects the living world in so many ways, and it is very much harmful for us. The first effect, we can say that water pollution causes death of aquatic plants or animals, and then the water pollution causes disruption of water food chain. Humans are also affected by water pollution. Human gets the waterborne diseases such as diarrhea, cholera, etc. How can we prevent the water pollution? Yes, we have to prevent the water pollution for our better survival. Yes, my dear, the preventive measures are given below. We must reduce the use of more insecticide or chemical fertilizer in agriculture. Then we should not throw the harmful wastage, oil, chemicals from factories into the water body. Then we should not throw our household wastage or trash into the water body. We should not bath the cattle or wash our clothes into the water body. Not only that, to keep water clean, we can pick up the trash at the beach, river or canal. My dear students, hope you understood today's lesson properly. So, now it's our diary time. Yes, my dear, please read the book page from 19 to 21 very attentively, and then practice the given short question answer. And your homework is to make 10 fill-in-the-blanks from this reading practice. My dear students, stay safe and be aware of the water pollution. Drink safe water, use safe water, and be careful about the water pollution. And hope we will meet again in next class. Allah Hafiz.